Fellow Spartans, welcome! And so today I'm here to take a closer look at the new map of Germania, which has been added last week to Total War Arena. So we knew this map was coming at some point, as it was teased to us on the gameplay trailer that was released in May. So with this one I'm going to take control of Germanicus, which, as you know, I've been playing with him a lot recently, taking on that more attacking role, and I'll be using my tier 5 Hastati infantry for this engagement. And as you can see, I've upgraded them with a number of improvements to both their apparel and equipment. But before we go into the battle, I've got some arena keys to give away. So if you want to get your hands on this game and you haven't had chance to yet, then this could be your opportunity. So as you can see, there are 3 keys on the screen, and all you need to do is activate one of those on Steam. But bear in mind that once the keys have been activated on Steam, that's it. They can't be reactivated again, so it is fastest finger first, guys. I've also released some keys on my Twitter account over the weekend, so if you weren't successful with these ones, go and see if any of those are still available. Link to my Twitter account is below in the description. Also, you can find a link below to the alpha signups page, so if you weren't able to activate any keys on this video or via my Twitter account, then you can sign up for Arena within that link instead, and hopefully you'll get a code very soon. Okay then, so here it is, Germania. This is Arena's largest map to date and has been designed in a fairly complex way, and so players who are mid to high tiers will probably perform better on this one. And with the map being based in the forest lands, as you can see, this will undoubtedly offer players the opportunity to initiate ambush attacks to great effect, much like Teutoburg Forest, which we all knew how that went. So it also has a large difference in elevation as well, with many ridges being placed at certain areas, allowing you to position range units such as archers and artillery at various key locations around the northern part of the map. And I feel the flanks are also key in this engagement, and sometimes could be where the battle will be won or lost. You'll find that if you do position yourself on these flanks, that you will enter combat relatively quickly at the beginning, as they have both teams' starting locations very close to each other. And if you manage to win these skirmishes, it will give you a pretty direct route to the enemy bases, which will allow for a possible quick and sneaky cap to win the match. These outer routes definitely help heavier units like mine to manoeuvre around the map, because you may know forests give a significant debuff to both melee attack and damage for sword infantry. So positioning yourselves in this open terrain, or even sticking to the roads leading through the wooded areas nearer the centre, will allow my type of units to hold their own for a lot longer. Now, the Germania map has, in my opinion, the best designed bases for Arena so far. Both armies hold a large fortified settlement on either side of the map, with really well defended positions. The encampments are definitely larger in size to the other maps and provide a lot of space to fight and manoeuvre, but not only trying to take control of the enemy base, but there is a number of walls and choke points where you could strategically position your skirmishers, spears and pike infantry in an attempt to hold out and defend against the attacking enemy. And definitely I feel that these are promising changes, and maybe the start of us seeing siege style warfare in Arena, with the developers saying, in fact, when I interviewed them recently, that this could be a mode which may be implemented into the game at some point in their long-term plans. Okay, so going back to the actual game itself now, as you can see, I've really pushed hard on that right flank, and I've made pretty good progress, but not only with myself but with my teammates as well. We've really pushed hard, and we are starting to take the enemy down quite quickly. I've utilised both the heavy charge ability, which I've got, and of course the vengeance ability, which have now made it that my enemy is starting to shock and will eventually rout into submission. But I did say at the beginning of this video, the beginning of this battle, that the flanks are really important, I feel, on this map, because if you do make very good headway or progress on them, it does allow for you to make quick advancing movements towards the enemy base to initiate that quick cap. Okay, the centre is very important as well. You must make sure you're defending your base against those centre attacks, those central attacks that can come. But if you do win your skirmishes on these two sides of the map, then you can get in, and I think really you're halfway there in winning the battle basically, because as you'll see in this battle as we carry on, because I did pre-record this one, that we will get such an easy cap by taking the base in a second, because there's just no resistance once we've taken these initial units down. But we'll just finish off by surrounding that one last unit there. Thankfully we had a player who had 3 units of cavalry on this right flank as well, and he's helped massively because of course he's sort of swept up the enemy skirmishers and remaining units that they had, so they've been swept up by the cavalry. Okay, we nearly lost the base then, because it did push on very hard in the centre, as I did say, but thankfully we did have a good combination of players in this battle, and we did have a few units that did stay back, were disciplined, and did defend the base to great effect. And because they did that, it did allow us to push on with our heavy melee units on these two flanks. It's about doing that combination of units by combining the team play together that really does make Arena really work. I feel it really does come together properly when you've got that great combination of players on your team. So let's finish off these guys now, and then as we do, we'll carry on using the advantage of both, not only the advanced option we've got, also the roads which give you quick movement speed as well, but also what I will utilise, and you'll see in a second, is my heavy charge ability. And you're probably thinking, what the hell, why are you doing that for? Because if you know there's no enemies near you, why not use it? Because using heavy charge obviously speeds up your units for about 4 or 5 seconds, and they're just charging forward, so you're covering ground quicker. You're not gonna miss it because there's no enemy around to use it on. So you may as well use it instead to get that quick movement forward. Good way of, as I say, advancing, and a little tip for you if you're not using it like that, you know, at the moment. So there you go. So look at us now, 4 or 5 collections of units going in here, or 4 or 5 players moving in. We've got the cavalry now already. As you can see, the cap rate is going up pretty quickly now, so it's looking pretty bad for the enemy, because they have been quite aggressive on this battle. As you can see, they've not left any units back at the base, and because of the great size of this map, it's very hard to cover the ground. But look at that though, we've utilised the choke points to great effect, and we are defending valiantly, really are. But yeah, because of the size of this map, it's too late for enemies to react, or players to react, because by the time they can see that we're capping the base, they've got to cover so much ground to get back that they haven't got enough time. They've left it too late. Okay, they're starting to cap our base now, but because of the rate of what we're doing in capping at theirs, because we made that strong push on the right flank, we've got it. It's too much. It's all over. There's too many units of ours in the base, and there you go. We have claimed victory just by doing that sneaky attack on the right flank, pushing hard, and there's no resistance in the end. But thank God we had that great combination of players, and we're able to defend the base as well successfully. So there is the map of Germania. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're playing Arena yourself and you've played this map, let me know your thoughts and experiences on it so far. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please do drop it a like. And yeah, thanks for watching guys. So until next time, this is Warrior Spotter for now saying farewell.